What's up guys, it's Joseph, and this is going to be a quick video on the Palmetto State Armory Dagger RMR Slide with suppressor height night sights. For those who don't know, the Dagger is a Glock 19 Gen 3 clone, so this slide is made to be compatible with Glock 19 Gen 3 parts. I got the version that came with no barrel and no guide rod, so in here I have a SilencerCo G19 threaded barrel. And then I put a heavy tungsten guide rod in there with the 18-pound spring. This is the backplate that really comes with this slide. And as you can see, I made a clear backplate here because I was having some function issues with the Timney Alpha Glock in the Dagger frame. And so I just switched it back over to my P80 frame. And by the way, this Dagger slide does work on a P80. The slide came with this filler plate and these 4 screws in a separate baggie. So you don't have to remove this, it's already separate. And as you guys can see, I ended up putting a Holosun 508T on here, only because neither Trijicon or EOTech make a circle dot reticle, and circle dot reticles are currently my favorite reticle to use. PSA offers the RMR slide with either suppressor height sights or lower 1/3 sights, but I wanted my sights to be suppressor ready, so I went with suppressor height sights. Both the front and the back sights have tritium, and these are coming in at about almost exactly 10 millimeters. So I'll just show you that real quick. So I currently only have the Omega 36M from SilencerCo, and this is a rifle rated suppressor, so it's a little bit thicker than say an Octane 9. And with these suppressor height sights, it barely clears the top of the suppressor by like half a hair. But I think these sights work really well with the Holosun 508T. It's about a lower 1/3 in the window. And I can't really get it on video, but I drew a picture of how the reticle looks. If you center the reticle in the window, it clears the front sight by a little bit. And because the front sight is behind the reticle, like the reticle stands out, it's not a big deal that they're overlapping. So you can see I drew them like overlapping a little bit. But then if you tilt the gun a little bit, you can get the full reticle above the front sight. With a little practice, it's very easy to make the reticle appear above the iron sights like this, even though the iron sights are so tall. The height of these suppressor sights was allowing for a 25-yard zero, and that was with Blazer 115 grain. But my hits were a little bit to the left, and so when I came home I noticed that this rear sight was a little bit too much to the left, so I had to drift it to the right in order to get perfect centering. To do that, all I had to do was loosen this 1/16 Allen screw in there. You loosen that, I put it in a Wheeler sight tool, pushed it over a little bit, and now it's like perfectly centered. After about 130 rounds of range shooting, I'm pretty happy with the PSA Dagger slide. My only real criticism would be I wish that the serrations went all the way back here, because that's where I like to grip when I rack. Or I wish that they went all the way up to the top of the slide so that I can guarantee that I'm going to grab serrations when I grab up here to do press checks or rack the slide like that. Alright guys, if you guys have any questions, you can leave those down below and I'll get back to you. Please like, subscribe, and share, and then I'll talk to you guys next time. By the way, when I was shooting suppressed at the beginning of the video, I was using this 165 grain subsonic from Stelth, and I recently got this Hush from Freedom Munitions in 147 grain, so I'll be comparing these two in a future video if you guys want to subscribe and check that out.